So I am torn on that question. The ultimate career path for me would be without titles, and that sounds crazy, but I am not a person that likes the idea of being stuck in a box, like being constrained to, oh, she's just a marketer, or she's just a YouTuber, or she's just a podcast host. I've always been very intrigued, I think even since I was a little girl, with the idea of having multiple things that I do and not just being defined by one single thing. But I mean, ultimately what I want to do, my dream, like ultimate dream, like top tier, is to have my own production company. And recently with Tyler Perry having the grand opening of his production studio, it really like gave my vision something to look forward to, because it was one thing to like dream it and say, yeah, that's what I want to do, and then one thing to see it be done by another African American person. So that is my ultimate dream, to have my own production studio and to really just be like a storyteller for women and for Black people and for people that feel disenfranchised or marginalized here in the United States and across the globe. Like, if you could mash Michelle Obama, Oprah, Ava DuVernay, and like Regina King into one person, that's what I want. I am a team of one when it comes to YouTube and podcasting and everything else. Sometimes I do so much I forget, everything off the top of my head. But being a team of one, it is, frustrating sometimes, because I feel like if I had other people helping me, or if I had other people on payroll, I could get like a whole lot more done. I could just accomplish a whole lot more. But I mean, the rewarding part about it all is that I know, like, I'm learning everything. So if I am the person that is running social media for my podcast, I am learning myself what resonates with people, what captions work, what captions don't work, what time to post, what time is a terrible time to post, what graphics look like when they're being designed. So I'm doing all of that myself, so I have to learn. It's like a learning curve with everything. And the same thing when recording the podcast. I don't know anything about recording audio. I was like a video person with YouTube, so audio was like something new to me, learning about different microphones and learning about pitch levels and background checks. But if I had someone else doing that for me, those would be things that I never learned. And I always refer back to an interview I saw with Nipsey Hussle, and he was talking about how when he first started out, he was basically like in the studio by himself, and he would like, set up the board, run inside the room, record, like rap and everything, and then after he finished his verse, he would run back out, listen to it. He was his own engineer, and by being his own engineer, it forced him to learn what engineering was. So then when he had someone to come on board and be his engineer, he could say, you know what, don't try that, try this. So I look at it that way. It's rewarding in that sense that I know what works. So when I do get to a level where I have other people helping me, I will be able to say, yeah, don't do that, do this. Like, I will know the ins and outs. Oh girl, the process has been rewarding. Like, I can't even think of anything negative to say about it, because it has been so rewarding. I have learned so much. So the podcast is a little over a year old, and I have learned so much in this year alone, and it's just like mind-blowing to me when I think about how far it has come. And when I started, like, I'm happy even thinking about it. When I started, I never even imagined that it would be where it is right now. So it makes me so happy. But the process, it has been very rewarding. And there have been times where I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, why are you doing this? Quit, stop now, don't go ahead. But then I realized that that's just like a passing phase. Like, it's gonna come, and I think it comes with most things that we do in life. Most new things that put us out of our comfort zone in life, it's gonna come. You're gonna hear that voice, but you have to learn to not just ignore it, but you have to acknowledge it, it's there, it's telling you that. So just ignoring it is just going to give it power, in my opinion. But if you say, okay, I hear you, but you're wrong, I can do this. So that is one thing that I have learned throughout this process, and just learning that alone has not only helped me with the podcast, but also helped me with school, my life, like my relationships with people, YouTube, everything. I know that when I hear that voice, it's a liar, and most of the time it's imposter syndrome, which we have a podcast episode on if you want to listen to it. But it's been rewarding, it's been great, it's been awesome. Every positive word that you can imagine, it's been that. My style is very much so this is my style, even though some people don't seem to think that that's my style. They think I'm like a heels kind of girl all the time, and I'm not. 9 times out of 10, you're going to find me in a t-shirt, more than likely a black t-shirt like this, jeans, like denim, like loose denim, and tennis shoes. Like, that is my go-to outfit most days out of the week. I really love a graphic tee with what I like to say are black icons. So like, I have a salt and pepper shirt, I have too many Tupac shirts, Jimi Hendrix, Muhammad Ali. Like, I love finding t-shirts with black icons on them. So that's kind of my go-to, but I would describe my style as relaxed, comfortable, but cool. Like, that's my style. My favorite brands to shop, I love ASOS. Their site can be very overwhelming sometimes, but I love ASOS. And I love Hanifa. They are a black owned business. I love Hanifa. I love her pieces. They fit. It's hard to find brands that fit your body well, and I haven't had a piece from her yet that has not fit me well. So I love her. But that's pretty much it. Everything else I have kind of comes from me randomly finding stuff here and there. So number 1, my favorite animal is dolphins. I love dolphins. They have been my favorite animal since before I could remember. When I was little, I wanted to be a marine biologist, not because so much that I wanted to be one, but because I thought like they dealt with dolphins. So dolphins. Number 2, I hate doing my hair. But I mean, some people probably know that already, but I hate doing my hair. It does not make me happy doing it. The finished product makes me happy, but the process does not make me happy. I don't like doing my hair. Number 3, Shaakira. I love trap music, even though people would probably know that too. I love some trap music. If you get in my car right now, and my radio came on, you would be like, girl, what are you doing? Who are you? That's most of the time what people say when they get in my car and ride with me and I turn my music on. They're like, who are you? So anyway, those are 3 facts. My key tools in balancing everything have definitely been one of the number 1 things that I learned this year is being patient with myself. So knowing that I am trying my best, like if I'm genuinely trying my best, now sometimes I'm not, but if I'm genuinely trying my best, acknowledging that, saying, okay, Shaakira, you are trying your best. It may, you may be struggling in this area, but you're still, doing the best you can to juggle all of these things. So 1, acknowledging that I'm trying my best and being patient with myself. Secondly, my calendar. My calendar is my best friend. I take it with me everywhere, every day. I don't care where I'm going. I'm taking my calendar with me because if I just relied on my memory and my phone, I'm gonna forget something. So my calendar, thirdly, my phone has been a helpful tool in balancing everything, especially more so with like social life. Being in contact with my friends is very hard sometimes when I have, work, school, internship, podcast, YouTube, and all of these different things that I'm juggling. I will say, okay, let me call my best friend, or let me call such and such while I'm in the car on the way to class, while I have 20 minutes or 15 minutes, so that I am maintaining those relationships, because human interaction is super important. And I think that we forget that sometimes because we are just so zoned in on our goals and things that we have going on, and there's nothing wrong with that, but also remember to maintain your friendships. I would say be on the lookout for more acting and more creating content that is more so like film and television oriented, because again, that is my ultimate goal. So look out for your girl on some screens, whether that be web series or feature films or television shows, because that is ultimately what will be coming next for me. I want to tell all the ItGals out there to be yourself, love who you are, set affirmations and intentions. They come true. You can manifest anything you want, but also remember that affirmations don't work unless you do. So put the work in, give it the effort. Do not let imposter syndrome tell you that you are not worthy or that you are not capable of doing what you want to do, because you are very much so capable and very much so worthy. And that is coming from me telling you you can do it. There's nothing in this world that you cannot do if you put your mind to it. And again, it's cliche, but there's truth in many cliches.